Hello, everyone, and welcome to another great episode of Wednesday Wellness Facebook Live. And if we haven't met, I'm Nurse Elaine of Gravitas Med Spa, and I'm excited to have you here with us. And if you're watching us live, drop a heart in the comment and make sure to like and share this video. And just also comment your name and where you're tuning in from. And if you're going to watch this on replay, just say hi and just to make sure that we know you stopped by. Okay, so tonight we are diving into one of the most underrated yet powerful nutrients for weight loss, gut health, and cravings control. Yep. And what is that? Fiber. We always talk about protein, fats, and we seldom talk about fiber. So tonight is the night you're going to know um, good information about fiber. So many of us struggle with sugar cravings, stubborn fats, and constant hunger. But you might be surprised to learn that fiber can help with all of this. And I'm thrilled to have my co host tonight, Dr. Angelica, who's our holistic coach.
Hi, everyone. Hi, thank you, Nurse Lane, Mom. Um, I really love talking about fiber. Like she just mentioned, it is very underrated. Fiber is actually a game changer when it comes to optimizing our metabolic health, our digestion, and even regulating this important hormone called GLP-1 naturally. So stick with us because by the end of this session, you'll learn how fiber helps burn fat, why it's a secret weapon for controlling cravings, and easy ways to add more fiber to your diet without the bloating. Plus, we have two special guests tonight. Sarah Lowe will share the easiest ways on how you can incorporate fiber into your diet using the Feel Great system, and Marilyn Monroe will share her incredible weight loss journey with the system. So stay tuned and let's get it going.
Yes, and let's start first. Like, let's start the basics, right? What is exactly a fiber? What does exactly fiber means, right? Fiber is a type of carbohydrate that your body doesn't digest, and it's actually a good thing. So instead of breaking down for energy like sugar or starches, the fiber moves through your body, through your system, supporting your digestion, your gut health, and blood sugar control. Right, Angel?
Yes, yes. I like to think of fiber as food for our gut. So there are two main types of fiber. There's one soluble fiber, which dissolves in water and forms a gel like substance. This is responsible for helping slow digestion, stabilize blood sugar, and keeps us feeling fuller longer. This is found in oats, apples, citrus fruits, and different kinds of beans. The second type of fiber is insoluble fiber. Now, this is the one that does not dissolve in water. Instead, it adds bulk to your stool and keeps your digestive system moving. This is found in whole grains, nuts, seeds, and vegetables. But both are important, but it's a matter of getting the right balance that is key for weight loss and overall health.
Exactly. So, how does fiber actually help with fat burning? So, can you explain that, Dr. Angelica?
Yeah, that's a great question. A lot of our patients ask, how in the world does this tie into it? Well, just as I was mentioning, having the right balance of our soluble and insoluble fibers is crucial to supporting our metabolism. So when we get enough, whether it's around 20 to 30 grams, depending if you're male or female, of fiber per day, this helps regulate your appetite. So, fiber slows down digestion and increases fullness and satiety. So, you naturally eat less without feeling deprived. The second thing is it helps with controlling your blood sugar. It prevents spikes and crashes in blood sugar and reduces fat storage and keeps our energy levels stable. And as I was just mentioning, it helps support our overall gut microbiome and metabolism. So, a healthy gut microbiome boosts our metabolism, and fiber is the number one fuel for helping our good gut bacteria. So, studies show that people who eat more fiber burn more fat and also store less visceral fat around the organs. So that's a really big win.
So let's talk about how fiber crushes those cravings, because I know this is the problem where all of us are having, right? Oh, I'm craving this, I'm craving that. But how do we beat that? And how does the fiber beats or help with cravings? So let's talk about them. We all get them right. So can you expand on that, Dr. Angelica?
Yeah, absolutely. So, as I mentioned, cravings are often a result of blood sugar spikes and crashes. So, when we eat refined carbs or sugar, your blood sugar rises quickly and then drops, leaving you craving for more sugar to maintain that high. So, what fiber does is it slows down our digestion and balances blood sugar. This leads to fewer cravings and better control. So what we want to start doing is being more intentional about incorporating good quality fiber rich foods to help with cravings. And this includes chia seeds, avocados, berries, oats, lentils. Honestly, a rule of thumb is if it's grown from nature, it more than likely has a good source of fiber, so long as it hasn't gone through the process of refinement. So try starting your morning with a fiber packed smoothie or swapping processed snacks for whole foods, and you'll definitely feel a huge difference throughout the rest of your day.
Yeah, so just start with just one or two of these high fiber foods per meal, and you'll notice a huge improvement in fullness and energy. And I know it's so difficult to get the right amount of fiber in our diet, right? So there is a natural way where we can get seven kinds of fiber in just one drink, right? So normally there's just a very small amount of fiber, but there's a way and there's a protocol that we started using, and it's
Mhm.
really making you full. So now I want to introduce a very special guest we have, Miss Sarah Lowe. She is our expert here. She was a school educator and now a health coach. So she will discuss with us this particular protocol. Welcome, Sarah.
Hi, how are
Hi,
you?
Sarah.
Good, good. Thank you
Good to
for
see
having
you,
us.
ladies.
Nice
Yes,
hair.
I
thank
know
you.
hair. Also, that color looks great on you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to come over here more often. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Well, I just love this conversation that you're having about fiber because it really, I grew up, my dad would always take a big spoonful of bran, his fiber, right before he would go to bed. He would like have a spoonful of bran and drink water. And I learn more and more about what fiber, I think he was doing it to stay, you know, constant with his bowel movements. But, um, the whole timing of when you eat fiber is really important, as part of the meal. Like I kind of wish that he had chosen his fiber to eat before his big meals and all of that stuff. But, the more we learn, the more we know. And it's really important. You had talked about that, the fiber, the matrix of seven different kinds of fiber. I have this right here, and this is part
Yes.
of a protocol that I've been using, and I think you guys have been using, that includes yerba mate tea and a fiber matrix. And basically, the first part of the protocol is to actually it kind of is good. Like when you do intermittent fasting and you shorten your eating window, there's something very healthy about that. You're giving your gut a break. So
Yes.
when you're not always constantly digesting food and having it kind of going through your colon, it gives it a break and it gives it a chance to rejuvenate and refresh and itself. So what we do with this protocol is we start by restricting the eating window and kind of basically try to get to a place where you can eventually be eating between maybe 6 and 8 hours of the day. And it's not constantly eating. Ideally, you just have a meal and then another meal rather than grazing. The whole grazing thing, I'll tell you, I was trained as a health coach, and you know, I mean, they said, "Oh yeah, you tell your people to graze. That's how it's healthy to graze." But that's what's causing our problems. That's what's
Right.
causing the spikes, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So anyhow, so the tea that we use is it's a yerba mate tea that naturally it naturally promotes your body's own production of GLP-1, the glucagon-like peptide, which helps with the satiety that Dr. Angelica was talking about. And it increases that by 70%. For me, it made the food noise go away. And then the second part is the fiber, which also was incredible to me because I'm somebody who's always had a an appetite issue. Like I eat a lot of food. And when I started having the fiber before my meal, it made me so full. And that whole notion of having my insulin wasn't spiking because my glucose wasn't spiking, all of the things that you just said, Angelica, about slowing the digestion and absorption of sugar. This particular fiber was originally developed actually as an alternative to statins and was found also to lower cholesterol. So there's that beautiful side note to it. And then it was proven by the University of Sydney that the glycemic index, that's the home of the glycemic index, that this particular fiber reduces they've clinically shown that it does slow the absorption of sugar by, I think it's up to 37% or something. So
That's amazing.
yeah, I
It's
mean,
it's like you can tell right away, like once you start taking the supplement or the protocol, you can feel in your body the benefits and the effects of it, especially in curbing the appetite because of
Absolutely.
the boosting of the GLP-1 hormone.
mhm.
So, talking about that, I want to bring in a special guest for tonight because she is going to share her experience and a the improvements that she have after taking this protocol that we are talking about. So let's welcome Marilyn Monroe. Hi, Marilyn.
Hi, everybody.
How are
Marilyn.
you?
I'm doing good, feeling great today.
Good, good. Yes, you look great.
Thank you.
So I know when did you started taking the Feel Great system?
I started taking it probably the second week of February.
So it's about a month,
Yes.
4 or 5 weeks, right? So can you
Yeah.
share with us your experience? Like, how do you feel? Like everything that you experience about the protocol.
Yeah, absolutely. So when I first started taking it, I was skeptical about how to intermittent fast, but it kind of like made my body react automatically. So I just didn't eat as much, but when I wanted food, I only wanted like salads and small portions of protein, but I kind of got myself balanced enough to not want sugar, and I didn't think about it, and I was drinking more water, and then I saw the results happening really fast. So I was very excited.
And like how many pounds did you shed already?
I want to say I'm at 15 pounds shedding.
Woohoo!
That's amazing, Marilyn. Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
yes. And I can start to see the difference in my waist and my face. And so, yeah, very exciting.
Yeah, I can see that like the very first time because I was like looking at the very first time when you came in, and then
Yeah,
I saw like, oh wow, Marilyn already had great improvement. I saw that you already like can see the shrinking of the face and the body, right?
yeah, very exciting. I'm very, very happy that I'm using this product. It's a game changer.
That
And
is
the,
so
and the good
great.
thing about this product, it's all natural, it's all safe, and no side effects. You will just feel good about it. You will feel that extra energy that that you experience. So you will be using that extra energy to move to exercise, right? So that it will
Yes,
it will melt extra calories and extra fats within your body, right?
Yes, absolutely.
The other thing
It's
is, oh, go ahead.
very
I'm sorry.
beneficial. Now, just very, very beneficial.
The other thing that I really love about the protocol, and sometimes I kind of feel like, weight loss is really great. But in many ways, when I look at a lot of the results of people that I work with and my clients, and just the testimonials and the thing, the weight loss is like this amazing sort of side benefit. But what is actually happening inside the body is that the insulin levels are getting more balanced. The cells are becoming more insulin sensitive. And when all of those things are starting to get fixed, and the insulin as the master hormone starts interacting more positively with the other hormones, I mean, everything starts to fall back into place, and the body is basically starts to heal itself. And so then when you start to see people saying, well, my blood sugar is normalized to the point where, like, I'm no longer type 2 diabetic, or, my blood
Cholesterol drop.
pressure has gone, is normal, and my cholesterol is normal. I mean, all of these things that we become concerned about regarding our health. And when you have, such a simple protocol that includes, a very powerful tea and a very powerful fiber that helps you reverse your insulin resistance. And then on top of that, you get the weight loss,
Like
it's,
you would think that weight loss is the side effect, right? Like a very good
yeah,
side effect.
it's like, oh,
Because
it's sort
it's
of
managing the
sometimes,
insulin resistance.
yeah, I say, it's like, somebody, they'll say, are there any side effects? Well, the only side effects is you might lose some weight if you want to.
That's a
Right.
very good a side effect, right?
Right. That's
So
so
that's
true.
why, for those of you who are watching us live or on a replay, and you are curious about what is this protocol that we are talking about, feel free to message us or comment below on this video if you are interested in starting to try this, so that we can share what we are taking, or what we are trying to share to a lot of people. Because the really the reason why we're doing this is because we want to shed awareness. Because these symptoms, you don't want to just take medications, one medication, one symptom, what, so it's just like one after the other, and then later on you're stuck with so many different kinds of medications that you don't know what's like the effect inside the body, because it's interacting, the side effects, are interacting with each other. By doing this, is you are targeting the root cause, which is the insulin resistance. So when the insulin resistance is targeted, just imagine you're going to cut down on your blood sugar medications, on your cholesterol medications, on your anxiety medication, on your blood pressure medication, on your eczema, psoriasis, skin tags. I can name a lot of things that are caused by insulin resistance. So that's why it's really very important to treat from the root cause, not just band-aid the symptoms. So that's why this particular supplement, that's why we're really very passionate about sharing this to a lot of people, to bring awareness, so that, just to let you know that there's a natural way on getting this resolved with in a natural and safest way possible, right?
Right. Yeah.
I like
And
those
the
two
biggest
words,
thing, oh, sorry,
natural and
Sarah, what were you
safe.
saying? Yes.
Natural and safe. Yeah.
And it's clinically tried. Like there's many studies that are out from the Cleveland Clinic and metabolic experts like Dr. Ben Bigman, who has done extensive research on all of the incredible physiological benefits on these. So we each, really look into the details of, what is the quality of what goes into these things before we put it into our own bodies. So that's definitely a big part of why we also love this particular protocol in general.
And what also strikes me the most here is based on the study or research by Dr. Bickman, like this particular protocol boosts the GLP-1 hormone by 70%. Imagine
Really?
in some other natural supplements, it only boosts like about 20, 30, 40%. I've never heard of 70%. That's why when I heard that, I'm like, wow, that no wonder I can feel that right away after taking that balance supplement before I eat it, because it fills me up. Because the main function of the GLP-1 is it signals your brain and your gut that you're full, which is true. Because even if your eyes and your mouth still wants to eat, but your gut's like, no more, I'm done. So
Right.
that's what this fiber is doing to our body, which is really amazing. So if you are on the verge or thinking about taking those medications, the medications that gives you a synthetic GLP-1 hormone, think twice and consider this particular supplement that is natural and no side effects.
Well, and the thing is, try this first, because those do not give you a money back guarantee. And this particular protocol, you try it for 90 days. And if you're not happy, you can get your money back. Generally speaking, they're not giving a lot of money back because everybody's happy. but it's a great way to try. It's like I tell people, if you're thinking about doing the shot or doing, or going natural, try the natural first,
Yeah.
and then you have nothing to lose, and then go the other. The other thing I wanted to say and mention about the gut health and the fiber and everything is that there are a lot of people who might watch something like this and they hear the word fiber and they go, ah, they run for the hills because their guts aren't very healthy. And when they eat fiber, it causes them, maybe they have IBS, or maybe they have ulcerative colitis, or they have some of these other, gut health issues. And fiber tends to, quote, irritate. And that's just because of the health and the microbiota and is not very healthy. And we have so many people who are getting rid of their IBS and their colitis and all of these other things because they are getting their gut healthy with the fiber. Like, it's sort of, people are afraid to use it, but it's actually, this is the medicine,
Right.
you know.
And this is the only nutraceutical product that's in the physician desk reference. So that's another, like credibility right there, because it's the only supplement that's in the physician desk reference. And, the physician desk reference is like the medication Bible of the doctors, where they check, their medications if they're not familiar with those things. So that's why if you are going to ask your doctor about this, just, ask them to look it up in the physician desk reference, because it's there. All right. So thank you so much. And we really enjoyed sharing this information with all of you. And if you have any questions about any of the things that we have talked about or we have discussed, feel free to comment or write down in the comments, and we will try to answer them even offline. And again, if you are interested in trying this amazing supplement, just DM us or comment below, and then we'll more than happy to share this with all of you. And also, I wanted to also take this opportunity to just invite once again all of you to our who are here in Santa Clarita, or even if you're far, because we are concluding our March Madness, our anniversary month, with a appreciation day on March 30th, and that's on a Sunday from 4 to 7 p.m. So the details are on our social media. And if you're interested, just DM to RSVP. It's not too late. So enjoy the day with us with some cocktails, with some raffle prizes, amazing raffle prizes, demo, and just, mingling with other people, and then win like an amazing spring skin makeover worth $1,500. So you have an amazing, I mean, you have a chance to win this amazing prize. So make sure to stop by and join us in this great celebration. So thank you so much. Thank you, Marilyn, for your time.
You're
I
welcome. Thank you.
sharing
Thank you,
your
Denise.
experience with us, and thank you, Sarah, for
Thank you for having me.
tonight. And with my co-host Angel, thank you. So we will see you all again next Wednesday Wellness Facebook Live here at Gravitas Med Spa. Thank you, and we'll see you all next week.
Good night,
Bye.
everyone. Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you.